This is America's best kept secret. The best kept secret in the country is this. The worst thing that was done to the Harlem Hellfighters, the worst, was not that they were given poor uniforms, was not that they had to write to their own government for rifles, was not that they were sent to Spartanburg, South Carolina, hoping there would be a race riot so then they wouldn't be sent over, was not that they were made to do manual labor instead of being put in combat, was not that they were given to the French army instead of the American army, and was not that once they became heroes, the US Army sent a memorandum to the French army that literally said, here's how to treat them like dirt. No. The worst thing that happened to the Harlem Hellfighters was not during the war, it was after the war, when the US government intentionally buried them. Because that is the worst thing you can do to a soldier, is not kill, capture, or torture. The worst thing you can do to any soldier is to forget them. And there was a concerted effort after World War I to bury this memory. Because the last thing they wanted, the last thing the status quo wanted, was this group of heroes inspiring other people. Had the Harlem Hellfighters been a white unit, there'd be a statue of them in every street corner in every major city in this country. Gary Cooper, instead of playing Sergeant York, would have played Henry Johnson. You know, the US Army has this great tradition of naming things, weapons, and bases after its heroes. Had these units been white, there'd be Camp Henry Johnson. Had this unit been white, James Cagney wouldn't have made the Fighting 69th, he would have made the Fighting 369th. Had this unit been white, they would be as embedded in our national culture as any other unit, as the Texas Rangers, as the Buffalo Soldiers. Everyone would know the Harlem Hellfighters. So for me, this is more than just another book. I can write another book. I can make money. I can make movies. I can make speeches. For me, this is passion. That's why I did it, and that's why I'm going to keep doing it. I'm not going to forget about this book. That's why, if you see on my website, any classroom that adopts it as a teaching tool, I will Skype in and answer their questions. That's why I went up to Harlem. I talked to his kids. I talked to other high schools. That's why I'm going to keep going to colleges, because when I die, I want everyone to say, oh yeah, Harlem Hellfighters? Pfft, who hasn't heard of them?